Welcome to MAT 105, the History of Graphic Design. I'm Greg Kelly, and I'll be your host for this course, which surveys the origin and evolution of graphic design from the 19th century to the present day. It will explore the development and influence of graphic communication through genre, design, style, and format from historical and multicultural and global perspectives. Here we are on the home page in Canvas, and there's an introduction here that is very important for you to read. The purpose of graphic design is to communicate messages through the juxtaposition of words and images. And it's important to understand this definition of graphic design and how words and images are used to convey messages. So be sure to have a look and read this introduction about just what graphic design is. Graphic design comes in the form of magazines, books, posters, as well as packaging, signage, and even digital interfaces. Graphic design is all around us, all of the time. So again, be sure to read this introduction so that you get a clear understanding of what graphic design is. Now, let's have a look at our virtual classroom here in Canvas. You can see on the side here the various menu items. Here we are on the home page. There will also appear announcements in this area beginning next week when the class starts. There's the syllabus and the various menu items. So let's go through some of these. First, let's take a look at the syllabus. Just click that link. Here's the instructor information. That's me, Greg Kelly. If you need to contact me, you can always email me at this address. You may want to have a look at the Media Arts and Technologies website for more information and classes on other subjects and topics. The various courses that the department teaches, and so on. And here's a description of the class. As I stated earlier, it's a 3-week, 8-unit online class which surveys the origins and evolutions of graphic design. Here are the objectives for this course. Some of these objectives include examining the visual communication from the 19th century to the 21st centuries, you'll be learning to define graphic terms, concepts, and ideas. You'll be learning to identify, compare, and contrast significant historical movements in graphic design. And these are the student learning outcomes for this class. So when you complete this class, you will be able to describe the historical development of graphic design from its beginnings to the early 21st century. You'll also be able to distinguish specific periods of graphic design by their stylistic characteristics. And you'll also be able to compare and contrast specific graphic designers' use of style and subject matter and how it creates meaning and communication and value for their audience. In this class, we'll study the historical development of graphic communication through its genre, design, format, and style. And we'll do this by examining graphic design within the context of its time. Have a look at the information on instructor contact. I will maintain regular effective contact and interaction with students through a variety of methods. The required textbook for this class is Stephen Eskilson's Graphic Design, A New History. It's available in the college bookstore as well as other resources. This textbook is also available on reserve in the Oceanside Campus Library. Just click this link and that will give you the information for the reserve in the Oceanside Campus Library. And there are 2 reserved copies available. There are some other recommended books for you if you're interested. The grades for this class are based on various assignments. The bibliography and design and context assignment, there are 4 of those, each worth 75 points. There are exams, there are 2 of those, each worth 150 points. And there is a project that is worth 400 points. I post assignments each Monday and they are due on Sunday of that week. Assignments not completed on time will get a 50% reduction of points. And here's a breakdown of the percentage of each of these assignments. They're worth approximately 1/3 each of your grade. Here's the schedule for the week and the topics that we'll be covering and the assignments that will be due that week. Be sure to have a look at the paragraph on attendance. Attendance is gauged differently in an online class, so be sure to have a look at that. Also, the Americans with Disabilities Act is a federal anti-discrimination statute that provides comprehensive protection for persons with disabilities. So if you have any special needs, be sure to contact me and the Disabled Students Program and Services. Also, have a look at the important dates when the semester begins, the last day to add, last day to drop, and so on. And I've also included a printable version of the syllabus, should you like to have one of those. Also, have a look at the course summary. This is a summary of all the assignments and when they are due. So there's an overview of the syllabus. Going back to the main menu, all the assignments will be found in the modules link. They'll be available on the Monday of each week. And when they're available, just click that link and that will take you into the assignment module. And I'll go over this in another video for the first week's assignment. So assignments are found in the modules. The assignments are turned in through the discussion forum. And again, I'll go over this in the video on the first week's assignment, which you can access there. Now you'll be working on a project throughout the course of the class. You may want to have a look at that. You're going to be working on a museum exhibition project on a topic of graphic design, which is due at the end of the semester. And you'll be working on it in 4 phases. The first phase will be due the second week of class. The second phase will be due the 4th week. The third phase, the 6th week. And then finally, the 4th phase, which is the complete project, will be due the last day of class. So you may want to have a look at that project to get a jump start on that, since this is a late start class. Also, be sure to have a look at the research tools page. You'll be doing a fair amount of research in this class, And these tools will help you immensely in the assignments and your project. There are lots of resources in the library that you can take advantage of. And be sure to have a look at this research tools video that I've created for you. It will show you how to do research using the various catalogs and databases in the MiraCosta Library. Here's some information and considerations for starting research. The library has lots of books and ebooks for you, and also online databases, which are extremely helpful in doing research. You don't even have to leave the comfort of your home to do this kind of research in the library. And again, there are a lot of important databases that will help you do your research. Now, your bibliography for your assignments must follow the Chicago Manual of Style format. And I've provided links to that format and how to write that, and some examples on how to format your bibliography. Now, to format your bibliography, you can use sources like EasyBib. That's a free source that will format your information in a bibliography. Or you can use Zotero, which is also a free application, which is a very useful tool for creating bibliographies, especially if you're going to continue on to a four-year college. It's a very useful tool. I've created a video for you to have a look at it to see how it works. And there are also some other videos available for you to help you understand how to use Zotero. So be sure to have a look at this research tools page. It's going to be very helpful for you in doing your assignments and working on your project. You might also want to have a look at the resources page I provided. A lot of different resources in graphic design for you. A general list of resources for graphic design, which includes magazines and other interesting sites about graphic design. There's the San Diego AIGA. I've also got a list of graphic designers, both living and non-living. Lots of interesting websites there. Also, I've included some links to museums of all type, art, design, and others. Some design schools, if you're interested in continuing your education. Also, some libraries that give you some information. Also, links to research and writing to help you do that. And if you're looking for employment in the graphic design field. So there's an overview of our virtual classroom here in Canvas. I'm looking forward to a really exciting and fun class this semester, and I can't wait to see you in class.